But we begin this morning with the Israel-Hamas conflict. Palestinian officials say an Israeli drone strike on the West Bank killed 3 people and injured more than 20 others. This after Israeli forces conducting a raid in the territory came under fire near the Jenin refugee camp. And in Gaza, Hamas claims at least 80 people were killed in overnight Israeli airstrikes. Israel's military says it hit Hamas targets, including its war rooms and military headquarters. Another convoy of aid trucks carrying water, food and medicine entered Gaza last night from Egypt. Not included, though, in that aid was much-needed fuel. The UN says it may be forced to halt operations in the enclave as early as tonight due to a lack of fuel. Israel's military has accused Hamas of withholding the precious resource, posting a satellite photo claiming to show a stockpile of fuel tanks. Meanwhile, the IDF says it launched airstrikes on, quote, military infrastructure in Syria overnight in response to rocket launches yesterday. Syrian state media reports the strike killed 8 soldiers and injured 7 others. So joining me now with more on all of this from Israel is CBS News foreign correspondent Ian Lee. All right, Ian, there's a lot going on that I'm going to need you to sort of explain and give us context, but we're going to start with fuel. The UN is warning that it may need to halt operations as soon as tonight because of the lack of fuel. As I understand it, a number of hospitals have already shut down because of that as well, because they're running on generator power. Israel, however, is claiming there's plenty of fuel. It's in the hands of Hamas. Can you help us understand what's currently going on?
Yeah, Marie, let's just go from how much Gaza needs. So we're hearing from the UN that they need about 42,000 gallons of fuel right now to keep everything running. And the fuel isn't just for, generators for the hospital, which is critical. And we're hearing from the World Health Organization that 6 hospitals had to shut down because they didn't have fuel. But it also runs desalination plants, pumps for water. So really, the critical water that people drink right now is just not available. And so also you need fuel for trucks to move around that aid within Gaza. So it just kind of shows you that, it is very critical to get that fuel in. Now, Israel says that, they won't allow fuel in because they're afraid it's going to go into the hands of Hamas, that Hamas will use it for their rockets. So this is a real big sticking point. Now, you may have shown that satellite photo of those fuel tanks. Now, Israel says that about 130,000 gallons of fuel are in those tanks, and they say that Hamas should be sharing it with the people of Gaza. Now, there's no way that we can independently verify how much fuel is actually inside Gaza, but it just shows that this really is a dire situation. Hospitals could shut down, people could die because there isn't any fuel getting into Gaza. Anne-Marie?
Okay, so then on to the next issue. Israeli forces conducted a raid in the West Bank overnight. So people, just to remind everyone, much of our focus has been on Gaza, but this is a raid in the West Bank. So can you explain what's going on there and just sort of, are we seeing an uptick in the conflict in areas outside of Gaza?
Yeah, Marie, that is something we're watching very closely. And just to give people context, even before this war in Gaza started, there was a lot of violence in the West Bank between the Palestinians, between the Israeli military, Israeli settlers there. And it's been one of the most violent years in a long time. And just since this Hamas attack in the West Bank, there has been nearly 100 Palestinians killed in the clashes with Israeli military and settlers. And so there has been tensions there for quite a long time, and there is fears that that could even expand even greater. We know that Hamas operates out of there, Islamic Jihad has operatives there, and Israel hit a mosque in the Jenin refugee camp with an airstrike. I think that's one of the first airstrikes in the West Bank in maybe 2 decades, so as quite rare. And so there is fears that this could become a wider, larger conflict just within Israel, let alone the surrounding countries like Lebanon and Syria, where there are Iranian-backed militias operating.
No one wants to see that. Ian, thank you very much. Well, Israel's military dropped leaflets over Gaza yesterday asking for information on the whereabouts of the more than 200 hostages believed to be held in the enclave by Hamas. The leaflets offered protection and a financial reward to those who offer information. The leaflets also listed phone numbers informants could contact. Well, some were not receptive to the leaflets, with one man filmed tearing it up, saying, quote, we don't care, and that the people of Gaza are resisting. So far, Hamas released just 4 hostages, all women. One of those released is 85-year-old Yocheved Shivitz. She told reporters yesterday that she, quote, went through hell on the days she was taken. This as many families want to find out the fate of their loved ones. And one mother had this message for her 21-year-old taken by Hamas.
We are doing everything to bring you back. Be strong. You know we love you. I send you lots of strength. We do everything we can.
Israeli officials are demanding United Nations chief Antonio Guterres resign after he said the most recent Hamas attack, quote, did not happen in a vacuum. He noted Israel's occupation of Palestinian territories for over 50 years. Israel's UN envoy slammed the remarks as a justification for terror. Guterres also called for a ceasefire, saying the massacre of Israelis by Hamas does not justify the collective punishment of civilians in Gaza. The U.S. has rejected calls for a ceasefire, saying the move would only benefit Hamas. U.S. intelligence officials say that they have high confidence that the deadly blast at a hospital in Gaza last week was caused by a, quote, catastrophic motor failure of a rocket launched by Palestinian militants. After accessing multiple sources, they concluded the explosion was not caused by Israeli munitions. The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry said that it claimed 471 people, were killed in the blast. CBS News has not verified those figures, though.